Hello everybody, this is 4X. Earlier this week I did the stats on Blindman's Pass for the 1.5 times gold run. It's pretty much a wash, but I am still going to show you how to run it because it's close enough to where it's something different other than Adamar's Dungeon. So, start out by putting on your gold find gear if you have it. If you don't, the Forge does about every week or so have item find or gold find addition to items when you do it. Alright, so we're going to Blind Man's Pass. It's not a super tough map. It runs just a few seconds under Adamar's Dungeon on average. The gold per minute is a little bit less. I find it's pretty much going to be a wash compared to the other two, but it is something different. So it is nice to have something different. So, first thing to do is bring your first, if you're soloing, bring your first group of enemies to here and take them out. It's not too tough. You got the barrels and you got your little totem right down here that you want to catch as you're going through. You come up here, you're going to pass them, and you're going to have a flag bearer, which you want to take out real quick, of course. The reason you want to go ahead and stop here and do this one is because of all the barrels and crates that are back here. If you're a knight, your rumble will just take them all out once right in the middle. If you're a wizard or an archer, you obviously probably know the spells you do. You got a totem there you want to try to get. Come through here, but you want to get forward enough to get this guy chasing you, that hyena. And go ahead and let him call his first round of smaller hyenas. They don't do much damage, and unfortunately they don't offer experience or gold. But if you actually had some grandfathered in plus experience per kill, it's worth it to go ahead and let them do so. I come down here, take out those totems, and then I gather everybody up right around here. If you're a knight, your angelic form will help prevent knockdown. So when you're dealing with these guys that throw rocks, that's actually a good idea to pop your angelic form if you have it available. And I keep on going down. I skip these guys. There's another totem here. I'll try to catch that on my way through. And then right down here, beginning at the bridge, you got another totem. This is where I gather everybody again together to die. Now remember, as a knight, you have your charge, which is good for map traversing, a skill that I didn't care much for at first, and it's been a long time before I grab it. Here, there's those 3 barrels up there. There are no enemies, but you want to swing by those enemies real close, quickly, and come down here, because you'll find some more barrels and some hyenas. This is where I gather the rest of these enemies to kill, and then gather your items and continue on. Hello to those on my stream. I am doing a tutorial, so just bear with me. I'll be right with you. I'm also okay. Here's another one. You take out the flag bearer and take out these giant brutes. I tried to take out the brutes before the drums because each offers experience and gold. Now come down here. I quickly grab these 2 barrels and I come down over here and gather everybody by this flag bearer here. And again, if you have angelic form as a knight, go ahead and pop it here if it's available, so that way you don't get knocked over by the boulders. There's a totem there as well, and there's actually some barrels and stuff up in that little this little fort here area here, just right here. The 4 of them enough to make it. Enough of them are worth it to make that short trip. Gather your items and continue on. Now you've got one more stop before you get to the main boss, and it's coming up here shortly. It's not very much. Run by all these guys, gather them up, and there's some barrels over here, some hyenas. This is where you let everybody gather together and finish them off for the final. Okay. Now, with the boss, there's a little trick I have learned while I was running these. And the key here is when this boss dies, all the enemies that are in his arena die as well. But unlike some other areas, all the enemies will still drop their gold and items and XP when you kill the boss. So focus strictly on the boss here. It's gigantic. Galigantus. As you can see, everybody dropped their gold, their items, and their XP. End of the level. Return to town. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and speak to you about the stats of Blind Man's Pass, what I got from it when I was running earlier this week. I was averaging 1,504 gold per run. Each run time was approximately 4 minutes 15 seconds, with an average gold per minute of 2,696. Using the exact same setup, everything the same, no changes in equipment, no changes in the skill points, no changes in fusion levels, you know, this, etc., etc. With Adamar's Dungeon for that same time frame, 13,603 per run, 3,016 per minute with 4.5 minute run. Again, it's a wash. You'll gain a little bit more in lock boxes. It's a little bit different scenery, and just makes it a little bit better. So, that being said, Blind Man's Pass, like I said, is a wash. So, just go with which one you feel more comfortable with. I would choose Blind Man's Pass just because it ends up being a wash and a slight bit change of scenery. So this is 4X. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, twitch.tv, or Twitter at FOURX11GD. That's 4X11GD.